Hey, Zach, how's it going, buddy? The link didn't work. Let me try it again. Let's see. There we go. Try that one. See if that one works, hopefully. If not, I don't know what to do. That's the only one it gives. You stock back up on Little Debbie's? Nice. Prepared for the weekend, buddy. It's always good to have those snack foods for the weekend. I had some, I made some jalapeno burgers tonight, and they were some hot jalapenos, I found out. Ah, got your chocolate, huh? Chocolate cake? Nice. Not a big fan of chocolate, but I do like the German chocolate cake with the coconut pecan frosting. I really like that. But for the most part, I'm not real big on chocolate. Even chocolate milk, if I mix my own, I like it because I don't mix it very strong. But like if I buy like True Moo or something, it's way too chocolatey. I'm an odd person when it comes to that, especially even in my family because everybody else in my family loves chocolate. Got my log splitter picked up today. All I got to do is put a new motor and a riding lawnmower for a guy, and it's fine. So really, it's only costing me a couple $100 for it because that's about what I would have made putting a new motor in his mower for him. It's a big riding mower, so chew chocolate. Apparently, Pronouns likes chocolate. Uh, no such thing. I'm telling you, dude, I'm an oddball because everybody I know loves chocolate, and I mean they'll put chocolate on chocolate. It's, but I don't know why. I just not the biggest fan. I like it okay, and I like like some more and stuff like that, but limited. Yeah, I can handle like one or a half of one, but too much chocolate is too rich. But to be honest though, anymore, I don't eat any sweets, and only sweets I eat are like apples and stuff like that. Right, Valentine. I know my nieces and nephews love True Moo, but I tried it a couple times and oh my gosh, it's like drinking chocolate syrup almost. It's crazy. Hi, by the way, Valentine. I pronouns. Zach, hi again, buddy. And hi, other people that are out there that are lurking. I was bored waiting, so I fired it up. Seems like earlier in the evening, I don't have any trouble with my internet. It usually doesn't start kicking in until 10 or 11. And then I start getting troubles with the connectivity and start losing signal. last night it kept kicking me off. And then I got to the point where I couldn't even get back on or couldn't even watch the video. Left everything unplugged overnight and then plugged back in this morning. Everything was green, so it was all flashing green, so it should be good, hopefully. True mover intravenously. That's when you got a chocolate problem. Run a hose. uh, the worst part about it, in my old age, I seem to be getting intolerant to some foods that I really like. It sucks. You got to buy stock in True Move. Apparently. Tell you what, it is popular though, especially around here. Oh my gosh. Every, I guarantee every kid, if you see them walking around like on parade day and stuff like that, every kid has one of those little True Moves they're drinking. And I'm talking little kids, high school kids, everybody's drinking it. That is probably one of the most popular chocolate milks out there. You know, strawberry milk, I really like. I can drink a lot of strawberry as long again as it's not too strong. But I think strawberry milk is way better than chocolate milk, in my opinion. I'm an oddball out though. Had some of my fall bearing strawberries popping up with strawberries about a week ago, and now there's nothing. Apparently, the birds got my strawberries, ate them all. I got a lot of very happy birds around here with all the grape vines, the blueberry bushes, raspberry bushes, strawberry plants, and they repay me by pooping red and purple all over my pickup. And we're getting a lot more people in here. I'll put this out again. There we be. Sweet. Zach was having trouble with the StreamYard link though, so I don't know if something's up with the link or whatever. He was having the trouble with the one at Twitch. Been doing a lot of research. Don and I were talking. I think I might actually do some of my own streams that have to do with history and stuff like that. I don't know. See how much I bore everybody. I don't think it's the most popular subject, so we don't get into it a lot here, but we do occasionally. I know some people really enjoy the history talks. Other people get really bored, especially where we go with it. We try to get into the unknown history and try to make sense of some of the stuff that we do know that really doesn't make sense with the modern taught history. Oh yeah, once I get it going, Zach, I'll give you a link. Oh, Think about that. See if I can pull off a viewer or two here and there. Um, it'll have to be there. I'm supposed to not be working right now, but I am, and I'm putting in a crud load of hours since they're trying to make me not work. And then this winter, I figure I'll take it easy on my back, let it heal up over the winter. So next couple of months, I'm going to be putting a crud load of hours in on everything. So I'd say late fall, early winter, I'll try to start. And I am listening to my doctors. I'm just trying to build up the revenue to have it last through the winter pretty easy. I don't want to skimp during the winter, so I want to have plenty of money over the winter while I'm healing up. And actually, I kind of want to do well. Like Don and I were talking, and he gave me a lot of good advice on what to do for the computer courses to get certifications and stuff. And I want to do some of that while I'm laid up. So I'm going to have all that paid for prior, and then do the classes, so I don't have to worry about making payments on anything. So, and I can actually have a be able to focus completely on the courses and plus on doing some of the channel stuff and stuff like that. So, which I think doing a channel would be kind of good learning experience too on it. Oh, a couple people dropped out on me. I bored them. Nice. I'm just gonna do online classes, kind of teaching old. They're gonna have to teach an old dog new tricks. I'm just gonna do it from home and do the classes like that, and then mostly certification. No real degree. It's just certifications for uh, computer networking and whatnot. So, but something different, kind of new frontier. It's kind of exciting. And yeah, I had too much fun in college balancing when I was younger. I moved up there I was up there for about 3 months and drank way too much and didn't show up to one class. And well, anybody that's gone to college knows that doesn't work out well. So they kind of send you on your merry way. Online college is nice. Oh, that's right. You're an RN, correct, Valentine? And then you're taking classes for something else, but I can't remember what you take classes for. Or you're a CNA or RN or something, if I remember right. Some type of nurse, licensed nurse. Psychology. That's right. You're going in for psychology. Oh, yeah. High school, I partied a lot. College was a whole new thing because I didn't have to hide it. I didn't have to sneak in late at night if I was out drinking in high school, like I was in high school. So I can't even theoretically say I went to college, even for a little bit, and I didn't really drop out. Just didn't go. Moved up there, but didn't go. And the only college credits I got are the ones that I have from high school that are from the AP classes, which I've got probably a dozen college credits from those AP classes. But that was a little over 20 years ago too. So I presume they still count, but they really shouldn't because I don't remember anything about those classes. Aaron must still be streaming. Usually we'd have a few more people on here. Sometimes I know on weekends he'll run a little late, which is cool. I think you gotta stream as much as he can. I know he enjoys it. Do things you enjoy. Are you going through a local like community college Valentine to do your online stuff? Because I think that's what I'm going to end up doing is going through local community college. Over lunch yesterday, I had them send me some different information on there, or email me some different information on their computer sciences classes. They've got one full unit there now, one full area set up, one hall set up just for technology based courses. So, and a lot of it's online. A lot of them are like people that already have a degree or certifications. A lot of it's just advancing their certifications, learning, adding little tricks to their trade, I guess, per se. Started 10. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. So some of it will be in person learning, then, I presume. That's what I want to avoid. I think everybody, if they have a chance to, should go back to school, but I don't really want to be on a college campus too bad these days. Eventually, right? Yeah, I guess with psychology, you probably have to do a lot of it's not really something you can do, not for legitimate degree in it, anyways. So, yeah, U of M. The M is Michigan, correct? Or am I wrong on that? Yeah, master. Wow, nice. Well, congratulations. That's awesome. When I was younger, I was the one everybody thought was going to have a college, go to college, do something great and everything. Is kind of funny because I was the only one that didn't go to college. Yes, Michigan. Okay. I thought most of the time I hear people talk about Michigan, they talk about U of M. So bachelor's is going to be right on, right on. Now, once you get do you have to have your master's to be able to practice like within your own office, or can you do that off a bachelor's? I'm not sure how that works. One of my nephews that just got out of college, his fiance is was a psychology major, and she got her bachelor's, and she works for a place, but I don't know how. I don't know if the person with their bachelor's, if they're able to have their own office yet, or if you have to kind of have a master's and with a bachelor's work under somebody. I don't know how that works. He's a he's an art teacher. He's very gifted artist ever since he was little, and he went in for to get an art degree to work in computer animation, and he got out, and his fiance got a job here close to where the whole family lives, and he wanted to support her in that, so he was looking around and found an art teacher job. He's going to be a teacher. He didn't expect to be a teacher, but he's using his degree. So Oh, a special school after your master's degree. Oh, nice. I was wondering because you would think if any, then anybody that went and got any type of psychology degree could just open up an office. You would think there'd be some stipulations to that. I know her job she got is kind of like with a state clinic that does a lot of the mental health care and stuff like that. Yeah, it worked out pretty good for them right out of college, both going to school. I mean, they were basically home for 2 months after they graduated. Within 2 months, she got her job, and then about a month or two later, he got his job. So they're going to be able to move right into it. They're actually their parents, my sister and brother-in-law, own a couple extra houses, so they're actually going to start right away buying a house from them. Well, buying very cheaply, basically giving. But so they're going to be set up pretty good to start out with. My nephew that's going to college for mechanical engineering and robotics. Now that kid's going to be making some money. I know he just on his he did uh, I can't remember what it's called when they're a student and they work for a company like an internship or whatever through a company that does a lot of CNC machining and everything. And just for that internship, he was making around $30 an hour as an intern. And that's just insane. That was his part-time job through the school year for a while. He really liked it because otherwise he was working at a grocery store and working at I think a department store or whatever, stocking shelves at night. And it was nice that he was able to just have one job instead of working two to pay his way to college. And it was an internship, so it counted on his credits for his degree. So that helped out a lot. So he was able to do that for credits plus get paid for it. Kind of a win-win. He's a hard-working kid, though. He's always had a couple jobs to pay for his way through college. He's doing it all through scholarships and through paying as he goes. Oh, nice. So you know exactly the yep, okay. You know exactly the field he's going into. It is. It's insane money. I mean, just as an intern earning that much, and I know that when he gets out of college, he's expecting to make about 185, and he'll be placed at a place out of college. He's going to school in Utah, and one of the places that already has shown interest in him is out of Kansas somewhere, some place up close to Kansas City that he's had an offer to go there. So, and they do something with robotics for the for car manufacturers. They do something with it. And he's already got a place there, a job there if he wants it. And I think they're expecting 175, 185 a year or something like that. Something insane. But I'm proud of him though. He worked his butt off to get there, and I'm glad to see him. I hope he does very well for himself. UTBJ. Not sure what TBJ is, Zach. Sorry, buddy. I'm not good at the internet lingo. Right. Valentine. Yeah. I just, as hard as he's worked, he's definitely earned it. So glad to see. And the funny thing is, he's the one that he got bored in high school. So his junior year, he was wanting to graduate early. They wouldn't let him graduate early, and he dropped out and gave us all a panic attack. All a panic attack. And he entered himself right, and he got his GED within a few months, and then he entered himself right into a junior college, and through the junior college he got accepted for this position. So he just, high school wasn't pushing him enough, and he wanted to get out of there and go to school. They wouldn't allow it, so he found his own way. Kind of funny. Oh, okay, I got you. That cool. But yeah, for him to do that, he scared us when he dropped out. And I mean, because he was a 4.0 student, all of a sudden he's just like, yeah, I'm dropping out. I don't want to do high school anymore. Hearing a kid say that, and he didn't tell us his plan, but apparently he had a plan. So we're all like, what? Wait, no. And he did it, and it's worked out for him good. The unfortunate thing about high school is if kids get that, too many get left behind, and then too many get held back. They need to go back to how they had the applied classes, how they had the regular classes, and then how they have some classes to help people catch up. Right now, with this No Child Left Behind, it kind of, in my opinion, it's not really that great, because they need to have classes that they don't. If somebody needs to catch up, then everybody falls behind. So, and it puts too much pressure on the kid that's trying to catch up too. It's kind of unfortunate, in my opinion. Hey, Don, sorry about that, man. Didn't even beep.
I sorry about what?
Oh, how long have you been in the waiting room?
I just got here.
Oh, okay, right on. Cool, cool.
You're quick to throw me under the bus.
No,
But it does my
thanks for
heart
coming.
does my heart good to hear you talking about going back to school and community college, and you called the guys and fucking they gave you what you
Yeah,
want, and
cool.
that's just cool as fuck if you ask me. But what
That
do I
the
know?
day
Hey,
we talked Thursday night, and that next day over my lunch hour, I called up and had an email information. I like the sounds of it after talking to you. And the fact of doing Zach, Area 51.
if you see some little green men run behind me, don't be surprised.
Yeah, you made Zach's day right there. Valentine's going back to school also. She's getting her master's though. She's up there.
She's one of those smart people.
Yeah, exactly. Yep,
People we ought to be hanging out with. That's the thing.
right. The one that we're trying to figure out why they want to hang out with us here.
Exactly. There is that.
Yeah,
Maybe, slumming.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Seeing how the other side lives and thinks.
Well, it's my humble opinion. If you're going to live in this world, and we live in a complex world, dude, if you're going to live in this world and do anything in it, then you're going to have to continuously educate yourself,
Right.
either formally or informally, or through certifications, or through just continuing education. And there's a ton of it out there. So,
I think that's why I liked construction so much, because it was an ever changing field. And if you didn't stay up on all the new stuff, you were going to get left behind.
same thing with technology, same thing with networks, dude.
Yeah.
I hear you, brother, talking about the CCNA and your certifications. You
Mhm.
know what? My little associate's degree plus 17 certifications is why they give me, is why they give me a job.
Nice. And you said those certifications will kind of get my foot in the door, right? Without a big,
Not only will those certifications get you in the door, get your foot in the door, but it'll get your foot into the door into the tune of, at least a entry level gig, which we're talking somewhere between 60 and 80,000 a year. First, if you're rolling up
you
with a
don't,
CCNA and you say, listen, I don't have a lot of network experience, but I did just pass the CCNA. That means I'm smart enough to do this shit. Give me a job. They will normally give you a job.
nice. You don't know how good
Um,
that sounds with being able to take, take home that much and not have the stress and anxiety of operating my own thing. I'm just over that, over having my own business.
well, I mean, your own business is cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're paying the mortgage on your own business, then that's too much stress.
Yeah.
Just too much. Just too much.
Well, and
Because
you're co- constantly having to buy new tools, replace tools, constantly having to,
oh,
replace
it's
everything.
a constant on thing. It really
Right.
is. You got to be on all the time. You got to be sales pitching. You got to be
Mm-hmm.
understanding risk. You got to be understanding what your monthly grind is going to be, how much your nut you're going to make this month, how much for
Yeah.
next month, planning ahead. Oh, dude, I know. I've been there. I did it.
Yeah.
So I understand.
If
Um, and
if
you're
the
right.
Yep.
It's not for everybody.
No, I had my fill of it. I always thought it was for me. I kept pushing through it. I just like the idea of not having that extra, not taking on the extra stress.
Well,
Right,
some
Lance.
people dig it. Really.
Right,
Some people love the shit right out of it and will do it until their dying day.
right,
Um, you know what? I see a place for it in people's lives, but I don't want to do it for me anymore.
right.
I don't.
That's how. That's how.
I'll do it on the side.
Oh yeah, and I'd still love to do a lot of stuff on the side. I mean, I don't want to just leave it, completely. Everything. I mean, that's 25 years of my life.
Yeah,
Don't
you
want to
can't
just leave
leave
it,
that.
forget about it. Yeah,
No, but keep it on the side. You need another way
right,
to meet the mortgage. You need
right.
another stream of income that's not killing you as fast. I guess is what I'm
Right.
saying.
Well, and have it guaranteed. As long as I work hard, as long as I, do my job right, I've got it guaranteed. It doesn't rely so much on if the economy's good and this and that. It doesn't rely as much on other people.
Other people, exactly. I hate relying on other people because
Yeah.
by and large, people are unreliable. They are.
Oh God. Yeah. I've talked about this in the past. I'd have to have 8 guys there. I'd basically have to guarantee that I'm going to have 8 guys there every day. I would basically have to hire 12 to 16 people. Construction is bad about that.
Well, okay. Once again, I'm not going to tell you to change careers, but change careers.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't
Oh
tell
yeah.
you what to do. You can only do it on your own. But if you choose to change careers and want to dip your toe into the community college technology, particularly CCNA, brother. I mean, if you get CCNA and you can't get a job, call me. I'll hire you.
Okay. And the cool thing about it is I don't get that excited about things anymore. I'm just kind of like, yeah. And this actually has me excited on learning this as a new thing. So I'd say that's probably a pretty good indicator that deep down I want to do it.
Well, it's an indicator of success. It is.
Right.
It's an indicator of interest not only now but in the future. And that's
Yep.
kind of how you make a career. Is you get interested in stuff. You
Right.
know that as well as I do, right?
Yep. Yep. Today wasn't too bad, Zach. We got up to 94. we were cool. I saw in Nevada they had some areas that were at 112, so I'm not complaining about 94. Were you one of those areas, Don?
It was hot out. Yeah, we were. It was so hot out that I won't go out. I stopped checking on
Right.
the once it goes over 100, I stop looking.
Nice. Yeah, that's too hot.
Uh,
Hey, Reagan. Moan, 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 moan. Yeah. Yep, yep. You know us. Actually, I thought we were talking about positive things, taking on a new career.
we were.
Yeah.
Ragged just wants
Right.
us to. He thinks we're Americans, so we're whining and bitching about stuff. That's what we do as
Right.
Americans, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Right,
Yep.
right. Yeah. Whine, moan,
You,
bitch. Whine, moan, bitch.
you just keep drinking your tea with your pinky in the air.
It's not like, what did Floyd say about the English dying in or something about suffering and resolutely suffering is the English way, something like that.
There's a lot of truth to that, actually.
Floyd did say something about that, something about something the English suffering is the English way.
Yep.
Anyway, quiet, suffering in quiet, desperation is the English way. Yeah.
You drink tea. Don't lie. Okay, you may drink
Nightingale.
coffee, but
Hey.
Nightingale.
Oh,
Nightingale,
hey.
you should
Big
come up.
smiles. Yes, she should. It's Saturday night. Saturday.
Right.
Anyway, I'll sing if she'll come up. Or better
You
yet,
get
sing will
me.
sing if she comes up.
Oh God, you don't want that.
Yeah, but I
That
got to
might
promise
keep it.
something. I got to
Oh, okay.
promise something. And it ain't my singing that's going to do it. But I'll show you the Area 51 thing here. That's pretty cool. I was thinking of you, Zach, when I picked this up. I was like, well, I need to get a little something Area 51 to make him. Anyway, there you go.
Oh, she says she's driving. She says she's driving. Yeah, well,
Okay.
a good excuse.
Well, that's fine. Eventually, she has to stop driving.
Right.
I mean, unless she's going like across country or something, then that's different.
Right. Oh, so I told you I was building a log splitter because I just like using my fireplace. And I was building that log splitter, and the guy I work for, he's like, well, I have a log splitter. And is all I got to do for him is put a new motor in his riding lawnmower.
How hard is that? You got the motor? She
It'll
got the
take
motor
me,
already?
yeah, motor sitting there on the blocks. It'll take me about an hour to an hour and a half.
So all you got to do is take 4 bolts out of the chassis, take the blade off, unmount the motor, take the new motor, mount it, put 4 bolts in, put the blade back on, plug in a fuel line, plug in a throttle line, and you're done.
Basically, plug in some wires, plug in some hoses, and then those 4 bolts. And the cool thing about this, I don't even, since it's a riding mower, it's all belt driven. So I just got to pop the belt
Look at
off.
that. Look at that. Look at that. Look
You're
at that.
calling me a
Nightingale,
liar? I'm driving. I am driving
No.
right now.
Would
Well, I'm
truly
parked
call
right
you a
now,
liar.
so
I got you to come up, though.
No, that's him. That's him. That's him. That's his fault. I
both
would
of you.
never
Well,
do
I'm
that.
pointing at both of you. Oh my gosh.
No, I would
Bye.
never call you a liar. Ever. Ever. I would never call you a liar. It just would never happen.
Oh my gosh.
Girl, I love
Hi, I
seeing
just
you. How
wanted
you doing? You look so good. You really do.
Oh, thank you. I just came from a banquet at my church right now. I'm leaving a little early.
Okay,
I'm
it's all right.
hot. I'm tired. I want to go
You're
home
telling me
and
I have a
relax and cool
headache.
off.
Exactly. I got it's Saturday. I got a headache. I don't feel well. I need to go home. Thank you very much. Gracious departure. Bye bye bye.
I just wanted to say hello, and I'm not a liar.
I didn't mean it that way. I guess I came off for girl. But are you? Oh,
See,
shoot.
see
Oh,
what you did.
man. Yeah,
See what
I
you
did.
did.
I did get her
See,
to come up though. Maybe she'll
you
come
did
back up
though.
again
You did maybe, maybe. But I'm glad she came up. Thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
very much,
yeah.
Valentine. Nightingale. Excuse me.
I like it when
Awesome.
Nightingale comes up. She's good peeps.
She is. Let's see, 11 people in the joint, 2 in Sick Pat, 9 in Twitch, yeah, Twitch the game.
My sense of humor did not help me there. I apologize. I swear I didn't call you. I didn't mean to call you like.
Well,
When you get oh, way it sounds, she might come back up when she gets up. Wait,
okay,
you're
cool.
not texting and driving, are you?
No,
She must be pulled over. I don't think she'd text me.
no. Fa la 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 la. No, I don't need to register. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Come again. We are not amused, he says. Why are we not amused?
My humor.
Why are you not amused?
Ragged doesn't sleep. He's a vampire. I swear that guy's up all the time. My body couldn't take it. I have to get some sleep to reset. But the weird thing is, if I get too much sleep, like say I get 8, 9 hours of sleep, it's worse than if I don't get enough sleep. But if I get like 6 or 7 hours of sleep, it's kind of just perfect. Because you're British. Well, that just makes you weird, not anything else. Note to self, by the way, don't razz Nightingale. She will come up and lay a beating down on you.
Well, I mean, it's not like that's her first time coming up and smacking you around a little bit. It's not like that's the
True.
first time her coming up and smacking anybody around a little bit. So why you're surprised, I don't know. Doing this for 7 years, my body clock is fucked. Yeah, okay. Nice.
Hey,
Hey, Hawk, how are you? 3, 4 hours every now and then. Yeah. Yeah, that's front gate. They don't let us go in past that.
Nightingale did look good though. She looked like a rock star, like she was definitely going out for the night.
Dude,
This
she
is going to be
always
one of
looks
the
like
more popular videos.
she always looks like a rock star.
True. This is going to end up being one of the more popular videos. Everybody's going to want to come on to see Nightingale. They'll see your picture on there, listen to it. We'll hit 80 views on this one.
20 years of the night shift.
Uh,
She's a nurse, free healthcare, so she can slap me. Okay. I don't know that she's a free healthcare, or she is a nurse, I think.
Nurse, yep.
I don't think she's one of those libtard, English, European free healthcare kind of people. I'm just not
Yeah.
thinking. She's not like Sing.
I wonder what the Europeans and the Brits and all them are going to do when Trump gets in there again and the companies have to start charging us a fair rate again and their prices go up again to compensate for us not having to overpay.
Oh yeah, he's gonna lay a smackdown around. I know he
Oh
will.
yeah.
I'm counting on it. I'm
Oh, and
looking
it's gonna,
forward to it.
yeah, and
It's
I
gonna be
don't think he's
glorious.
gonna play games. Oh yeah.
Glorious. It's gonna be fucking glorious. And I will just walk around with a smile on. I'll be all right with that. That's cool.
The Republicans right now again are starting to eat their own though. They're kind of, they don't think the candidates are good enough and this and that. A lot of them, or they're not
Okay.
conservative enough. They
Okay.
need to quit doing that. But
Well,
as
we need to listen. We need to stop going along and getting along. Okay. This whole thing about, well, we'll compromise on our side, but the other side will just smack us around. That's got to stop. Okay. So
yeah,
this whole rhino tolerance thing for the fucking Democrats, that's got to stop.
yeah.
DeSantis has the right idea. Take no fucking prisoners. Smack them
DeSantis is
around.
good. I like DeSantis, and I saw a video today
He
that
is. He's real good.
it was some type of Republican, conservative Republican thing or
CPAC.
whatever.
There's a
And
thing. Yeah, it's a thing.
yeah, well, this was just kind of like a round table, and they didn't like him because he wasn't conservative enough, and they thought he should
Yeah.
run as an independent. It's like you guys
Okay.
got to quit this. That's the part that got
Yeah.
me.
I mean, I don't know who they were, but there are some CPAC stuff going on, and he's featured prominently at CPAC this year. I know that for a fact.
So maybe that's why
Um,
they brought him up.
so maybe somebody's just sitting there whining. Maybe it's a Trump people that says he's not conservative enough. I think DeSantis has a bright future in the conservative party, whether
I
it's
do
a
too.
Trump party or it's a non-Trump party, because it's not going back. The party is the conservative party, the Republican Party, as we know it, is not going back to the fucking Mitch McConnell's of the world. That
Right.
rhino that was the goddamn speaker from Ohio, that youngster, that liberal piece
Oh,
of shit.
Ryan. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. That liberal piece of
Yep.
shit. He's hanging out with the LGBTQ community now these days. So I want nothing to do with him. And we need to get rid of those. We need to take those people out of the Republican Party, because this going along to getting along is getting us smacked in the face and fucked in the ass. I'm sorry.
And I'll be honest, I'll say it. I think the libertarians need to start running in the primaries if they want to get the Republican ticket and quit running as a third party, because it ends up being a spoiler and taking away votes. My opinion.
Okay. So Ragged is telling us that we can't discuss American politics.
Well, we would discuss British politics, but that's just a mess. So
We can discuss British politics and how they like to put chicks in the prime minister, and they're going to do another one with this next prime minister, and they're going to lose Scotland to that Starmer chick, or that other chick, whatever her name is.
you know,
So
I was kind of thinking about this today, and I used to be against the two-party system, and I'll explain my thinking. And today I was thinking, I think the two-party system suits us better, but we need to have extended primaries, because without the two-party system, and I think it needs to be two parties on the ticket. Without the two-party systems, it's too easy for other sides to put spoiler candidates in.
I didn't really understand any of that, honestly. I'm
Because
good.
have
I'm
you
good with the
seen
parties that we have. I am. If we need some new parties, I'm sure somebody's out there ready to make them up.
right? But have you seen
If
like
you're
the Republican tickets, like here in Colorado, the Senate for the Senate? There's like 8 people running that are on the conservative leaning side. You've got your Constitution Party person, a libertarian, a regular Republican that won the Republican primary. You got
Are you talking about primaries or real public elections?
This is what's going to be on the ticket after the primaries. And there's
so you're telling me you're going to have 8 different flavors of conservatism on the Colorado ticket.
Senator ticket. Yep.
Senate ticket.
And there's
state Senate.
2 or 3.
State Senate?
Federal.
What
it's
the fuck?
For our. Yep. And that's what I'm saying. That's what worries me, because that's especially the libertarians. That's what nailed. That's how one of the ways that Hickenlooper won against Cory Gardner is because so many votes went to all these down candidates that were conservative, and they didn't think Cory was conservative enough, so they voted for. I mean, heck, the libertarian in Colorado got like 30,000 votes.
Who you people in fucking Colorado are some seriously fucked up people. You really are.
Yeah, it's and at that. That's where I'm coming from. I don't know if other states are like that. Colorado always seems to have a long list on the one side and then just a couple on the other side.
I don't know how you people choose your elected officials. I really don't, because normal states don't do that. They have.
I thought we had a primary, and then that settled it, and then we just had the 2-party. But nope, there's always extras that write themselves in on it, and we always have a libertarian on the ticket. We always have And
I mean, everybody's always got a write-in, and nobody really gives a fuck about a write-in.
Yep. But now the libertarians and the new, what they call themselves, the Constitution Party, they're gaining ground.
See, and that's the problem. That's the problem right there. Is you have 8 people that you even give time in your head to. No. And the problem is not that there's 8 people out there. That's you give your time in your head to 8 different fucking candidates.
Oh, now
why?
Me, I vote for the Republican nominee. Excuse me. The only reason it's in my head is because I over the last several elections I've seen the numbers that
then why do you
that
give
vote
a
down
fuck?
ticket. Because it keeps us from getting those Republicans and somewhat conservatives in office when it takes away enough votes.
Okay.
See what I mean? If they pull enough away.
So what you're saying is Colorado Republicans shoot their balls every voting, every vote.
Yep. They eat themselves. They eat their own, basically.
The rest of the world doesn't play like that.
That's a plus.
Well, I mean, we don't have 8 people on the fucking ticket for the U.S. Senate in any state. There's just not.
Oh, you ought to check out Colorado. You would be surprised. Colorado, except
I
Colorado.
don't want to check it. Fuck Colorado. I want nothing to do with Colorado. Believe me. I've seen Colorado. I've seen all I need to say about Colorado. I want nothing to do with Colorado. Nothing. Zero. Zip. Nada.
I don't blame you.
I cringe at the thought of driving through Denver. I really do. I get all fucking weak and shaky, sweaty.
I'm a hardcore born and raised Coloradan, and I've even thought about leaving the state because we're going so far left. So that's how bad it is.
You let this shit happen. Really. You let these Californians in here. You welcomed them with open arms. You took their money. You did.
Colorado did. I can't deny it.
And now, this is what you get. This is what you have. You have Colorado Springs. Do I even have to tell you how bad Colorado Springs is?
Oh, and it used to be and a lot of people don't realize Colorado Springs used to be a conservative stronghold with all the bases there. Here in Colorado.
Woke cesspool.
Yeah. It's Boulder 2.0.
Times 10.
Yeah. It's just, And I don't know if you've been to Boulder, but Boulder is different.
I have. It is. And again,
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with it. Nothing.
The only plus is where I'm out on the Eastern Plains. Like you even look at the political maps. I mean, we're like so red that we're turning like maroon. I mean, it's very, very conservative out here. So our local politics, we keep
We
things in
fly
check.
Trump. We fly Trump flags. Our
Yep.
4th of July, our 4th of July parades have lots and lots of Trump flags.
Yep.
The Democrats have their own thing. They do their own deal, and it's not very A, widely held, B, held in any esteem, and C, well attended. In other words, everybody here is the fucking our Trump fans, freaks.
Nice. I'll take a picture and I'll text it out to the one where we all text each other.
Colorado is a portal to hell, Sheriff Hector says. I love it. Oh my God, I can see it now. Yeah. Colorado is a portal, particularly the Denver airport. You know what? I remember the old Denver airport that was downtown. And Sheriff Hector probably does too.
Yeah. Stapleton.
Stapleton, exactly.
Yep.
I've flown into there more than a couple of times.
The interstate used to go under the taxiway.
Yep. That was cool.
Yep.
But now you've put it out in the fucking you've put it out on the toll beltway out there where Jesus Christ, it adds another $20 to every rental car you're ever going to buy or borrow or steal or whatever.
I think they put a government bunker in there. That it was billions over budget. They hauled out way. I mean, I know people that hauled dirt out of there. They hauled out way more dirt than it should have been hauled out. And I think it's everybody talks about an alien base. It's not that. I think it's just a standard bunker.
Mile High Flea Market. Worst sunburn I ever got was at Mile High Flea Market. Yeah. They're bad up there. It really is.
When you're at this elevation, it's a different type of sunburn, and it doesn't take long.
Radiant heat. I'm learning what radiant heat means.
Mm-hmm.
Hot. Let me say that again. Hot.
But the cool thing about it, at this elevation, at night, we drop 20 to 30 degrees. So,
all right.
It's a cool part during the summer. During the winter, not so cool.
You still live in a California overrun woke state. So it can be 70 degrees there, but it's still a woke California overrun state. Sorry.
The best thing about it is I could move 20 miles and I could live in Wyoming.
Like popcorn in an oven. Yep. Dude, so I mean, I left Maryland. So I understand. Yeah. Oh, I got such a raise. I made so much money just by moving from one state to the other. It was amazing.
Nice. Well, that's why I've been looking at acreage in Wyoming, in the southeast corner of Wyoming. That's where I've been looking at a lot of the acreage. For one thing, I can't afford it here in Colorado, but 20 miles away, it's a quarter of the price.
Well, I'd get you some if I could. I really would, because eventually you're going to get to the point where you'll be working from home. So You'll have your little shanty up in the hills with a little either a little 4G, 5G antenna or some Elon Musk sat Starlink. Yeah,
that's what I'm after.
And you'll be like me, sitting out in the middle of fucking nowhere, working your nuts off, making all kind of money.
And I am in one of the blue coverage areas. So
Huckleberry is in the house. Hey Huck, how you doing? But yeah, I can see it. I can see it. You're going to have to spend a few years in corporate in a data center to understand what data centers look like and what they do. But once you get
Yeah.
that, you're done.
Nice.
You'll be fine.
Well, in the town that I live close to, there's one of the places called Storage Tech out of Denver moved an area out here, and they do stuff with, they're basically a data center. So it'd be nice to get hired on local.
Dude, if you got a data center in town and you take your CCNA certificate up there and they don't hire you, call me.
Okay. Cool.
They will hire you.
Right. Cool. Nice.
Catch a squatch yet? Because that's what they do. I mean, they may look at you and say, okay, how much experience do you have? None, but I'm a CCNA now, bitch. Which means
Right
that
on.
I can do this shit.
Nightingale, wait, welcome back. Please don't hit me. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the course, and it sounds pretty forward. I mean, you learn it, and then you take some tests, and
It
you
is.
you
It
basically
is
you don't.
really that simple. I'm sorry
Nice.
but it is really just that simple. You learn your
Nice.
shit. You go in, you learn your shit. Hopefully, you want to know what I do for experience. You want to know why I'm so good at command lines. You want to understand why I'm good at what I do in networks. I go to
Absolutely.
eBay and I'll buy 10 years ago switch that used to sell for $20,000 because I had all of the bells and whistles on it.
Yeah.
That now sells for $40 on eBay. And I'll get me a couple of those and I'll put them in my rack and I'll start playing with them. Cisco
Oh, I got
switches, Cisco routers to begin with. You don't have to be an expert. All you got to do is jack in and start playing.
you. Nice. Nice.
All that command line stuff that Cisco CCNA is going to teach you. You build your own labs. I've had a lab. I've had a rack of fucking computers and routers and switches in my house since fuck. Yeah. And I go to eBay and buy it cheap. And it teaches me, I teach myself how to do these things.
Nice. And I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, but my two friends that I told you were into computers, the one is in Kansas City and the other one's here local. They started what I believe is called a server hub for offering internet access, and they launched whatever it is here earlier this month around here.
So they have their own data center, it sounds like. A server hub is a data center. That's what a data center is. It's a place where servers park.
Okay. And they basically offer internet at a monthly fee.
There you go. I mean, is that local to you? Can you get it?
I can't because it's south of me, and they're just in a couple counties, and they're a couple counties south of me that they started it in.
Well, just so you're not blindsided, when I talk about labs, labs are, when you're going to do hands-on kind of shit. It's not just read and theory and multiple choice. It's, you're going to put the router in the rack. You're going to plug Ethernet into the router. You're going to power the router up. You're going to understand how to interface with the router. Like on your desktop, you're going to have some sort of terminal that's either going to run at Ethernet speed or it's going to run at serial speed. Either way, you'll be able to jack in and get a command line interface with that router or switch or whatever you're
doing. Yeah. And they told me when I called them up and talked to them a little bit that something like 20% of it will be hands-on of the school of work. So good. I will have to go in some of it.
Good. Because that's experience you want. It really is. It's good. It's stuff you want. So as long as you ain't got to trek too far, too often, cost you too much gas, then you should be good.
Right.
Holy
and it's only 20
moly,
miles.
it's Ghost Adventurer, the infamous Ghost Adventurer.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't be more excited for you. I really am.
Cool. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm excited too. I really am. I'm. It's not immediate, but I'm trying to get everything laid out, everything paid for, everything. I'm working extra right now, making sure this winter I can actually focus on that and not have to worry about too much
Well,
multitasking.
I mean, did the people that you talked to about the course descriptions and the costs, did they talk to you about costs? Did they talk to you about ways to finance that? Because there are
They
ways
did.
to finance that. You know that, right?
They did. Yep. And they actually sent me links that he even has some local things that are some. I don't. I don't know how it works, but apparently some things are federally guaranteed or something. You have to pay it back,
Federal
but
Pell Grants, yeah, you get a Pell Grant.
oh,
That's that used to be what, $500 a year or $1,000 a year or something like that is max.
yeah,
Yeah, then you could get loans at reduced rates. I don't recommend loans personally, but if you
yeah.
need them, you need them.
I
The
I
education is
I'll
worth
dip
it.
into savings if I have to.
Okay, the
Yeah, I
education is
don't.
worth it. If you
Yeah, and
value, go ahead.
I'm not good at owing. I would rather just pay it. So
I'm
yeah,
exactly same. I suck at owing. I'd prefer to
yeah,
just bring cash to the equation.
yeah. My problem is I didn't wasn't smart about it. I should have kept a credit card or two, and I got them now. But my credit took a hit by not financing anything for the past 8 years.
Yeah, but you can't go exclusive in cash. You want to, but you
Right,
can't because you got to be, you got to be in there swinging. You got to have a monthly so that they can look at you and say, "Oh, okay, we'll bump his credit up again this month
right. And I
because
did
he
a
made all his
debit, but
payments."
that debit just I didn't. It wasn't any type of credit card where I didn't have to make a payment. And is all I do with the credit card now is I pay my bills with it and then pay it off.
Good evening,
Nightingale,
Mrs. Nightingale. How are you?
welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hey, Don. Hey, Sing. I thank
I,
you. I just had to drive home. You thought I was a liar. I was totally driving.
I
See, I
swear,
told you she was
I,
driving.
I swear I was kidding. See,
Liar! No, okay, I know you are.
my sense of humor got me in trouble again.
That's awesome.
I'm just poking fun. It's Saturday night, you guys. Where is everybody?
Um,
I,
everybody that's anybody is here as far as I'm concerned. Canoes
now that
and Wiz ought to show up. Wish
yeah,
Jason would come out of lurk, but it's early.
now that you and Huckleberry are here, all the guys will start showing up.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah,
they're not
Miss
they're
yeah.
not too eager to come when Don and I are up here. So
Jester
hey
is
Jason,
with us. What is up, girl? How are you? Go ahead,
I
Nightingale.
am good. Oh, thank you. I'm doing pretty well. I'm just keeping busy like I usually do. I guess I haven't really talked too much. Still doing my thing with the church, just keeping active, doing my thing, guys.
nice.
I don't know. You want details? You want details?
Go
Well, I
for it.
mean, anything you want to share with us, we wanna hear because
Oh, well,
we're very interested in what you got going on, and we want to support you. So yeah, I'd
oh,
be happy to hear
oh.
what your details are. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Nothing too much, guys. Working hard and praising the Lord. But I did just come back from my church. We had our 75th anniversary of our church since 1947 when it opened. I did find out something pretty cool, though, about our church. It used to be military bunkers. Like half of it used to be military bunkers, and it got converted into a church. So that's pretty cool,
Nice.
right?
And
So I was wondering why that place. Go ahead.
that was in the 40s.
Yeah, 1947. We had a Civil War back in the day, and we have one of the blue stars here in my town. I guess there's very few blue stars in the state of California. It's where we help cater to the military, to the soldiers, and help house them here on our in our town back in the days. I'm thinking like, yeah, 1940s, maybe even before that too.
Right on.
But yeah, we have a blue star here, but our town's pretty small, but it's very patriotic. But just learning a lot, having a good time, sponsoring and helping them out. They made a lot of money today. We did some silent auctions. We did some regular auctions, which I did not win.
Nice.
I put so many tickets in. I spit so many tickets in. I just not lucky today, but I had a good time. I had a good time. I rarely go out, by the way. So when you guys saw me on the video, yeah, that's the only time I'm wearing a dress or doing my hair.
Well, you looked good. You looked good. You looked happy.
Oh,
Looked like
yeah.
you had
I
a
mean,
good
you're
time.
around my spiritual family. Heck yeah.
Can we say
Nice.
you look good and not sound
Sound dirty.
bad? Yeah, I mean, can
Yes.
we say you look
It's
good and
the
not sound bad? I guess is the question.
yes. It's the way you say it. So
Because
yes, thank you,
yes, ma'am, you look real good. Yes, ma'am.
Don. Well, I'm glad because I just had my birthday, so not bad for 37, hopefully. So I'm holding up. I'm holding up.
30 what? No, I don't believe it.
Yeah, you don't look
I'm
37.
gonna have to see some
Yeah,
proof on that.
I'm small. I'm fun size, so I don't age as fast. Maybe. I'm just hoping I age like fine wine and not like milk. That's what I hope for.
What did you say? Not like milk?
Yeah, like I rather age like fine wine and not
Oh
like
my
milk.
God, that's funny.
I took that. Sorry, I took that from Jeff Dunham. I'm sorry, I can't take credit for that.
Oh, I
Um,
like Jeff Dunham. I think I've seen every one of his specials.
Me too. Like he has his own thing going on. He's very creative. Like him a lot.
Oh God, yeah, yep, yep. And some of his new characters are right. Did you see the one where he is in like Saudi Arabia and Ahmed? He used Ahmed,
And then
and
he's
they
like in a
actually,
tank.
yeah, yeah, they were actually laughing their asses off. They,
And Walter
yeah,
plays President Biden. Yes.
yep, yep.
That's a great one. It's hilarious. If no one has seen that, go take a look at that on YouTube.
Oh yeah, yeah, because he
Oh, it's
does
worth it.
little skits and releases them every so often.
Yeah, and good for him. You know, he's a great comedian and he's still pushing his freedom of speech and doing that. Like he could so get in trouble, but he's pushing it. That's awesome.
Yep. And that's what's making them more popular because people are tired of, comedians having to watch what they say. The ones that aren't are major popular right now
Yeah,
because
because
they're
they're
so
actually
funny.
legitimately funny. Yes.
Yep,
Oh,
exactly. Tell Nightingale. Oh, Nightingale, Zach's throwing you some Little Debbie donuts.
oh, oh, oh. How do I catch that? How do I catch that? I'm confused. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. I
Hey,
will
Bill.
catch them one by one. Hey, hey, Ghost. Hello.
Hi,
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Not bad for a Saturday. Not bad, sir.
Hi, Sing, Dawn,
How are
and
you,
everybody,
sir?
everybody in chat. Yeah.
There we
Uh,
go. Again, some people popping up. Let's bring some more. Come on, people out there. Come hop on up.
I
Huckleberry.
was in a miserable funeral today, but
Oh,
I'm good now. I'm good now.
Yeah, sorry to
Yeah.
hear that, man.
Nah, you know what? It was just one of those bad kind of funerals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
well,
no, not depressing. I'm good to go. But it just family members are assholes sometimes.
yeah, I get it. Yeah, for sure. I'm sorry
It was
about that, but
yeah,
yeah.
it was that
Well,
kind of thing.
hang out with some real friends. Hang out with us and just
Yeah,
forget
yeah.
about them. It's not like you see them all the time, right?
Right.
There you go.
Right. I was trying to hug people and shake their hands, and some people were wearing masks, and the maskers were all huddled together and everything, and they wouldn't even look me in the eye. They were just like scared of me, or so. It was the weirdest thing. I never really,
Uh,
yeah, it was just strange. Just never experienced something like this. And it was family that I had, relatives and stuff that I'd known for years and years. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have noticed that or not, but I sure did.
When
yeah,
a lot of this
I see
was,
a lot of that.
yeah, when a lot of this first started happening, and a lot of the people that didn't like Trump and or the mask, anti-mask, I always tried to stay out of it, to each their own and everything. But I had some cousins that would, put out there on Facebook, which is part of the reason I don't like Facebook. It's too much drama. But they'd put, I don't want to have anything to do with anybody that would support this or support that. It's like, well, I'm sorry you feel that. I always told them, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'll always love you and I'll be here when you get back and everything. And
Right.
always made them rethink it when you told them that, and then they'd apologize.
Yep.
So
That's what I did with my sister. I have a sister that lives in California, and she's kind of a Karen, and very much a Karen actually. And she was wearing one of those N95 dog face looking masks, and you know they want to go see my grandson and everything. And I said, you know what? Uh, I don't want my I don't want you walking up to my little baby grandson with masks on like a bunch of freaks. You know?
yeah,
I mean, take your freaking mask off and be human for a change. No, I didn't say that, but that's what I feel. And I made it clear to some family members. Tell them to take their masks off. Don't go scaring little kids with black masks on your face and stuff.
I live in a very rural area, so the only time we have to wear masks is like if you go into the hospital, which to be honest, even if it's cold season, you have to wear a mask going to the hospital. So that's no biggie to me.
I go
And
to the
that's about it.
hospital a lot. I don't have a problem with masking up. I'm an EMT anyway, and I don't have a problem with that. I go in certain areas, I put the mask down under my nose. I don't,
Yeah,
personally, I don't want to get exposed to people that might have unknown pathogens.
right. Or if you go in there, there's a lot of elderly people that go into the hospital, and a lot of little tiny kids, that go into the hospital. You don't want to, just in case you have something, you don't want to get them sick. So
Right.
a hospital, I completely agree with that.
Common sense. Common sense. That's all it is.
Right. But now this where people are wearing them in their houses, or if there's more than one person in the vehicle. The funniest are when they're by themselves in a vehicle and wearing a mask. That's hilarious to me. I don't know what they think their car is going to give them, but I guess.
Oh, dude, I've seen people jogging with masks in the open
Oh,
air.
I'd hyperventilate. I've got asthma as it is.
Yeah, I'm not getting that one, to be honest, really.
Yeah. It's hard to breathe. In construction and stuff, I wear masks a lot for the dust and everything. It's hard to breathe through those things. You don't get all the air you need.
You know what I was wearing a lot was occasionally I'd slip a bandana.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I noticed actually with a bandana, it covers more of your face and down around your neck and everything. And when I get in a dust environment where there's a lot of dust and everything, the bandana seems to work better than the freaking masks.
Yeah. When every time we bring cattle in to work them, yeah, the bandana is your best friend when it's dry and dusty out.
Yep. So, Nightingale, are you having
Yeah.
a good weekend so far?
Yeah, so far, I mean, I guess tonight is officially a day that I do not work. I've been usually working 6 days a week, so this was kind of like my break and just having fun at the church. We've been planning this for a while, so I get to hang out with you guys a little late tonight. So woo!
I appreciate
Nice.
that.
Huckleberry, are you hitting on Nightingale?
She is being a lady. She is being nice.
Okay. Oh, I think that was Don giving me the cue to say fire in the bowl.
Oh,
Yep.
that would be nice to have some of that. I don't even have any of that right now. Man, I haven't smoked in like months.
Excuse me.
Zach. Zach's giving me go.
Uh-oh, Valentine's in her pajamas. She warned us. She's in her pajamas.
Valentine's going back to school.
Valentine's
she's like
PJs is fine. Don't worry about a thing. Last night everybody was telling us that they were all naked. So
that's Huckleberry. Huckleberry has issues.
exactly. Well, I mean, you were the one. You also said you were naked last night.
Well, Huckleberry was wishful thinking. She said.
Oh. All right. Anyway.
Oh, okay. Me, I was only wearing my kilt.
Again, Valentine. Just really in the big picture, exactly. In the big picture, don't worry about it. And all these naked freaks around you.
Is that some good stuff there, Don?
We stuff hanging out. Just don't look.
Hey, but
PJs
kilts
is good.
Kilts are modest. Kilts are modest. They're gentlemanly.
You know what? Pants. I mean, what fucking basement dwelling, Cheeto eating, Antifa driving stopped wearing pants. Pants. It's, anyway.
My legs barely see the sun. I've got
Go
blue
get a ding
jeans and
dong, she
belt.
says. Okay. All right.
And I, ironically, despite my jokes with Huckleberry, I'm a very conservative person. I am not even comfortable walking around without a shirt on in public. I never have been. I don't know why. I always have a shirt on, blue jeans, and boots.
Look at that. Look at that. But if the Lord send me a strong man of God, I'm all over it, she says. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Clothes are overrated. Yeah, okay. But the other, I'm telling you, the option of non-clothing, I'm sorry, it's a non-starter.
I think Nightingale left us.
Nightingale, come back.
Damn it, Jim. It was my fault, I'm sure.
Oh.
Huckleberry. Oh, geez.
I'm okay
See,
with Bermuda shorts. When it's 95 degrees, I'll wear Bermuda shorts. It's almost like a kilt.
I wear shorts around in the house, but literally my legs do not see sun, so I would blind people if I was outside in shorts. But
dude,
I have been known to be that guy with long shorts, long socks, and in my boots. So at most, there's like a couple inches of leg showing.
It was Singh's fault. It was
Sing's
fault.
Here,
I can't get
I'll do another invite.
I bet my legs are wider than yours.
I'm like frighteningly white with my legs.
Y'all got to stop scaring off the women folk with this white leg talk stuff. Okay, really, come on now.
Oh, that didn't work out. Let me try this again.
at the, you know,
If I had to guess, copy to clipboard, copy. Okay. Usually works. Post comment. Click on there. There it goes.
Huckleberry should just get on there with Nightingale and make this the girl talk, and I'll shut up and I'll sit on the side.
Yeah, I'll mute and let you girls talk if you want to.
Yep.
They used to do that on Sunday nights. Hey, where'd you go, Don? Okay, I'm not doing that for the record. Oh, there he is.
I'm just over here.
Okay, well, you disappeared off screen for a second.
Okay.
That was weird. That's why I was saying I swear I'm not doing it. I haven't touched anything.
Are you on phone?
Yes.
So, but you know you have admin on phone.
Yep. I'm finally learning how to do it on stuff through the phone.
So
but I got to be
all the shit.
careful on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next time, promise. My belly is a little yuck. I ate too much cucumbers. Okay, I get it. Legs so
Always
bright you can read books at night. That's some white skin. That's like that's way
That's me.
past cracker white.
That's me.
I suck. Yeah, I suck at hide and seek in the dark.
Okay.
Yep. I'm just like that glowing thing off in the distance, easy to find.
Yep. It's nighttime right here, and I'm wearing black shorts. And if I walk down the street, headlights will reflect off my legs from a mile away.
You see the black or the white arms and the white legs moving in the black shorts. I just thought a Halloween thing, like with the skeletons, where you see the white bones moving.
Anybody here ever use a Robertson screw or screwdriver?
Robinsons? I haven't.
Yeah. The square tip.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That's called a Robertson screw. It's big in Canada. My wife's father was an electrician, and he had a really nice set of tools for his time. He was a union electrician. He knew what the fuck he was doing, and he had good tools. So she was the benefactor, and then I was the benefactor of that. So I'm just after 22 years, I just found a box of his. I just opened a box of his tools that had an entire brand new set of Robinson screwdrivers, all sizes, all lengths, all everything, that are wonderful. And I'm using the hell out of them right now to put an electrical outlet on the end of this cable. So
nice. I know a lot of in woodworking, a lot of the countersink finish screws and stuff like that are square because they have just hardly any head and it's just a little square spot. Oh, Bill left. Oh, now somebody came back in. There's Nightingale again.
hello, Nightingale.
Hi, everybody. Sorry, I'm back. I don't know what happened before. I got bonked off. I don't know what that was about.
I swear to God, I didn't touch my phone at all.
It's all your fault, Sing. Stop lying. It's all you.
It was Sing's fault. Yeah.
I got to be careful. If I touch my phone, sometimes weird things start happening. When you're running admin on the phone, it will do some strange things if you accidentally touch the wrong area. You can end it with the push of a single button if you're not careful.
So I managed to put roughly 14 solar panels up today.
How many does that make total that you've got up?
The easier question would be, how many do I have left to put up? And that answer is 15.
15 left.
And so I will end up with a total of 55.
Nice. Oh, she went off again.
Damn it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm putting together new and different ways to adhere these things to the frame and to put the steel in and that kind of thing. So it's really, it's working out pretty well. I have no complaints whatsoever.
Nice. Okay, that's weird because I just posted the StreamYard and she went off again. And then when I posted StreamYard before for Huckleberry to come up, that's when she went off. But I'm not pushing anything else. So maybe I did.
Let me ask a question. How are you posting the StreamYard link? You're just posting it through Twitch, it looks like. Is that how you're doing it?
It shows up on mine. I do it through StreamYard. If I push guests and then invite, it'll give me a link to copy. And then I go into chat and then just click on that link and then post it in chat.
Okay. So you are posting it to all three?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it should be going to yours, Pat, and
okay.
So I may have unintentionally somehow did it when I posted the StreamYard. I don't know how.
No.
Okay.
No. Her connectivity issues are going to be bandwidth related issues. Or
I gotcha.
I think she comes in on YouTube. There she is. Speaking of the devil. There she is. How are you, ma'am?
All right. So the powers that be out there seem to not want me to go on this. I don't know what's going on. So if it stops again, I'm sorry. I'm going to stick to the chat. Okay.
That's fine. No
you're
problem.
Not allowed. You got to keep coming back up because we want you up here. Heck with what the powers that be thing.
Right. Let's see. They tagged me when I was at church. I got to take off my tag. But this is not working.
The entrance tag.
Concerts and hospitals and other events that I really that are full of people that I really don't care to be around, but that's okay, I guess. That's, you have to associate because we're a social peoples. I guess we are social beings. So you save those?
I tossed that. No. What's funny though, when I got this put on me, like they had to do it twice because they made it too big on me. It just kept slipping right off my wrists. And I'm like, dude, make it tighter. I'm like, my wrists are small. Like, make it tighter. They destroyed like 2 of them before they finally got the third one to
okay. There was a time I was going in and out of the hospital pretty regular, and I was getting those on my wrist, stacking 2 and 3 and 4 high. So I just, like you just did, I would literally just shave them off with a pair of scissors. But I started collecting them, and I have quite the stash now. Of course, again, 2 heart attacks and a ruptured hernia later. So anyway. I think she froze up.
Yep.
She's gone again. She's gone.
Huckleberry. Huckleberry's enjoying it. She's having fun giving me guff. But
your hair tonight, Gail. Okay. Well, anyway, sorry to see you go.
Yeah, that sucks.
Oh, Huck says hello. Dawn. Hey, hon.
Oh yeah, hi, Mrs. Dawn. She there with you there?
No, right, she's in bed. She's in bed. Oh. Yeah. She did a lot of running around today for me. She runs to Lowe's, or not Lowe's, but Home Depot for me. She went and got my steel and 100. She got me a box of 100 1-inch long hex head zinc plated quarter 20 bolts.
Nice. Oh,
Which
that. Oh, my bad.
no, go ahead. She's back. Look at that. 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 Now she's not froze. See, she's unfroze now.
You know what's funny is I haven't had any internet problems until I actually go onto the chat or the stream. So whoever's out there messing with me, stop. Let's enjoy our time. Let's enjoy the community.
The last several nights I've had bad issues. I keep getting booted off, and I even started it up the night before last, and it kept booting me off.
What the heck? We're like, oh, whatever.
I'm good till about 11 o'clock my time, and about 11 o'clock my time, it starts kicking me off.
So I'm an old school router jockey and telco guy. I have multiple types and pipes of internet into my house simply because I work from home. I don't have any problems. No glitches, no issues, sorry. That's what I do for a living. So I make sure it works all the time, every time.
Yeah.
I got
you
all
got
the
to, so good job.
With my internet, so yeah. All the factory, whatever.
That's why I can live out here in the desert, is because I have to have multiple, if one fails, the router says kick it over to the other, and I lose like 30 seconds of internet, and then bang, I'm back up.
That's right. So, you use phone, you use standard or DSL, and you use satellite, don't you?
I use everything I can get my hands on.
Nice.
If somebody new comes to the valley and starts selling 25 and 50 megs of internet, I'll buy it just to have another path.
Right. And your income counts on having that connected.
Exactly. So yeah, it's important to me to be what we call route diverse. Nice. So I have plenty of routes to the internet. Yes, it's important.
Hopefully here within the next
having a backup plan. Good job, Don. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I was just saying, hopefully here in the next 6 to 8 months, I'll understand what you're talking about there.
What he said, because Mr. Singh is about to go back to school to do some Cisco routing and switching and some CCNA stuff like I do. So
nice.
we're hoping to get him on the payroll here very shortly, doing technology and networks and that kind of thing.
Right.
An exciting time.
Good job, man. It's totally exciting. That's great. Yeah.
New branch.
Yeah. We're all absolutely excited for Singh. He's going to kick this thing's ass. He really is.
Hopefully.
Nice. You can do it. You got this, Singh.
I like the motivation up here.
Piece cake.
Got to support. Heck yeah. If you're aiming for something, I want you to do good. All of us want you to do good, and you will. So.
She holds a fist up to me like, you better.
You better. Exactly. Well, I mean, it's true. It's true.
See, the violent side comes out.
She got a strong
You're
pimp
a man.
hand, brother.
It's tough love.
she got a strong pimp hand. Don't make her use it. Okay.
Remember, it's always for your own good, Singh. It's okay.
Singh is a genius. Singh is very smart, and he's motivated. He's highly motivated. I like that about Singh.
Heck yeah.
He has a positive motivation about him.
Those are the type of people I hang out with.
Motivation.
That's our crew.
Yep. It's what makes our group here strong too. A lot of motivated people here.
Absolutely.
See, Huckleberry's just playing. She's the genius. She just trying to project.
Well, Huckleberry's tummy doesn't feel good. Leave her alone. she'll come up and join us eventually, especially if Wiz is up here. You know, we're
Oh,
gonna.
What is up with Wiz? I mean, is he just wanting to lurk, or I mean,
I
what? Do we need to reach
figured it.
back and somebody need to what?
I don't know. I only see him a little bit every night to I think maybe doing a reset, a mental reset. Been doing it for a while, taking some time.
Okay. All right.
I think, yeah. I don't
And
know,
that's
but yeah.
totally fine.
Took
And that's
the
totally
night
fine.
off.
Do we need to do? We support him and everyone else that needs their time. So when he
Right.
wants to come back up, he's always welcome. So even me, like it took me a while to come back up here. I just wanted to hang out for a little bit,
Yeah.
I've
And
been in like hermit mode myself, like just kind of to myself, just growing spiritually, whatever it may be. And it's good to do that so you can self-reflect, grow more, be motivation, just everything. So it's good. It's nothing
you just
bad.
defined my life. Yep. I like my alone time to do thought, just to think.
Me time. Me time's
Yep.
what
I
I
do
call
most of my growth.
it.
I do most of my growth in my alone time. Yes.
Yep.
I'll
Yep.
study. I'll self-improve. I'll
Yep.
reflect, as Nightingale said. And you're right. That's when we grow. That's when we realize uh, the things that are going by so fast all the time. We just, okay. All right. I think I'm getting that now. So, yeah, I get that.
Well, and
Yes,
it
it helps
helps
us,
you
like
deal
you
with
said,
people
self-reflect.
better. Yep.
Wiz is needs his beauty sleep. Well, yeah, he does need his beauty sleep really bad.
But
I mean,
and Huckleberry nailed it. If Wizard comes up here, Huckleberry's going to be on, and the more buttons he undoes, yeah, the more she's going to be talking. So
he is having some battery issues, though. He has been talking about the batteries are diminishing.
right.
So he may be forced to make the conversion to lithium faster than he wants to, which is not going to be a
And,
good thing because it's costly as fuck.
yeah.
Batteries ain't
And
cheap.
if he's needing a break, I mean, heck, he's been doing this for a couple of years. I mean, I get it. I've taken hiatuses.
Me, I never rest under any circumstances.
No
No,
rest for the wicked.
no rest for the wicked. No me time. No self-reflection. No recharge the fucking, no sharpen the saw. None of that. Don't do it. And I'm a
Just keep on
lion,
rolling.
and I'm a lying bastard too.
Oh, you're great, Don.
Huckleberry's telling me to shut up because she knows I'm right.
Giggity. Giggity. Oh, I love. It's Quagmire, Quagmire. Have you ever seen that? I know you have. If
Yep.
you've seen, yeah, it's Quagmire.
Family Guy. Yep.
Yeah, there's a whole routine, Quagmire routine. I love
Yeah,
it.
I used to like Family Guy.
It was funny. Like I don't watch it as often anymore, but it's funny. It was funny watching.
It was big when I was in my 20s. So
yeah, it was big when I was doing something else in my life. I discovered one time. So I went overseas to live for about 18 months, 2 years, I think it was the first time. I was in Italy and Yugoslavia and various and sundry other Mediterranean places. I was literally just riding ships around the Mediterranean for about 2 years. But yes, I had an apartment in Venice. Was never there. There were entire years of U.S. culture that I never got, never saw on TV, never heard. There was entire years of hits on radio songs that I just never saw till I got back. Years later, it was amazing that I was I would go back and I would hear these songs and like them. And turns out it's been on YouTube for 15 years and I'd never heard of it because I was in Italy for those 2 years, or I lived in Tokyo for those 2 years, or I was shuttling around Asia for those 5 years, or I was in the
Nice.
military for those 23 years. I mean, right? Life got in the
So,
way of culture, you might say,
right.
right? Me out there having a life, doing my thing, I just bypassed entire years of US culture. I really did.
It's probably for
And
the
it ain't the
best.
worst thing in the world. It's not. My
I just meant
opinion. That's my story.
and when you're able to catch it, I mean, you just got flooded with it. So yeah, it's not a bad thing at all. You got to enjoy
Yeah,
it
it
that
seems
much
fresh.
more because there was so much.
Yeah, fresh and new. So you actually found it exciting, while the rest of us are probably bored with it.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Absolutely true. Especially music. I'm not a huge music fan, but there's one or two songs that I like that I don't know. I wear them out. Trust me. My wife tells me that I wear out the little list of songs that I like. I'll play them over and 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 piss off everyone around me because I play them over and over and over and over.
Where does
So
this SUV?
what's that?
I was just saying, like, poor Mrs. STB, like, she has to listen to you playing
Yeah,
music.
but she has her own thing. So she doesn't listen to my music at all. She's got her own, you know, Canadian derivative of 80s big hair music that's her thing. And and trust me, she's got it on every computing platform that she has, from a tablet to a laptop to a desktop to a phone. She can plug it into her car and the Jeep and the satellite and oh my God, the audio that we get off of Starlink. It's amazing.
Oh, you guys suck in chat. I that song.
Baby
Sorry.
shark, doo 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 doo,
Don't
baby.
even
Uh,
start.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
my youngest niece, when she was little, she loved that song, and now if I hear it, it gets stuck in my head for days.
We need another song.
Not gonna say it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna say it. Look at Hawk.
Yeah, yeah.
You see him right here. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was just cruel. I'm not.
He's like,
I'm going to avoid it.
2 minutes, boys and girls. 2 minutes. Dun, 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 dun. Baby, baby, bowl
Oh,
do do
no,
do do
no,
do
no,
do.
no.
Baby, bowl do 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 do. Baby, bowl do 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 do. Baby, bowl.
Uh,
2 minute warning.
just cruel.
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
I don't know what it is about that song, because even the wheels on the bus go round and round doesn't get stuck in my head. But that song, and the worst thing is, it's a catchy tune. It just doesn't go away.
The title is clickbait, but you're right. He's absolutely right.
So the Wrenis, the title I picked, it was
Wrenis
boredom.
Pinkle. Yeah, it is.
Yep.
It is kind of clickbait. I hadn't noticed it until now, but you're right.
It's
Not exactly.
why
Not exactly sophisticated, but I guess it'll
no,
do, right?
it's why I'm not left in charge very often.
Oh, mercy. So, yeah, we're out here in the middle of the desert, and on a bad night, I get about 75 megs down. On a good night, I'll get over 200, 250 megs of down pipe. with very low latency, 26 milliseconds.
Last
24
night when I ran
milliseconds.
when I ran my speed test, I was 4 up and 5 down. That's what it went down to, and it kept kicking me off. I don't know what was going on.
You see any weird shit in the desert? Dude, I see all kinds of weird shit in the desert. Yes. Yes. This is cool. Somebody, I don't know who it is, along State Route 375, which is a pretty straight and narrow road, way off into the desert, maybe, I don't know, quarter mile, half mile, just enough where you can see it, but not enough where you can actually identify it if you're going by at high speed. Sits a green alien in the middle of the desert. Now, I know it's a big plastic green alien, but it's a green alien. And if you're going by at high speed and you look off into the desert and you see this thing, you will freak out. You will freak out. I
That's
mean, whether you
hilarious.
believe or not, but you will freak out. The first time I saw it, and it's just up the, it's about 7 miles up the road from the house here, you will freak out.
That's hilarious.
It's funny as shit when you see it, when you realize what it is. It's funny as hell, but it's cool.
It gets attention.
And that particular road is traveled by a lot of Californians. So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Picking on the Californians.
Sorry, exactly.
Poor
They're easy
Nightingale.
prey. They're easy memes. What can I say? You know.
Don't worry, Nightingale. I'm Colorado, so we're pretty blue too. Oh, she froze up again.
Anywhere my internet is great. See, there you go. Hawk's got good internet, and he lives out among the trees, so that's pretty cool. I have not been probed, but I'm willing to learn. Goddamn cauliflower. Yeah, I know, brother. Exactly. Sister Shark doo. No, I'm not going to do that. We lost her again.
Yeah, she froze up again. But at least she
Look
keeps
at that.
coming back.
He gets UFO get 300 megabits in farmland. Look at that. See, I'm telling you, rural internet is among us. Is here. You can get shit.
Oh. My sister was in the path of the fiber optics that went through. That stuff's like, God, I can't remember. It's insane. It's like 1,000 or something like that with those fiber optics. They get
Gigabit.
crazy fast
Gigabit
speeds.
and 10 gigabit. Yes. Crazy fast.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy fast with low rate. I had Fios, Verizon Fios in Maryland. It was 980 megs down and 890 megs up or something like
It's
that.
insane.
It was all
Nice
fiber
little-
optic, but I had a 4 millisecond latency. I've never had that latency. Even on lands, you don't get 4 milliseconds of latency.
Nice.
4. I've never had. I do this shit for a living. 4 milliseconds of latency was fucking amazing.
Nice.
But dude, I'm telling you, I'm out in the desert, like I'm like UFO pizza here, getting 300 down on a 24, 26 milliseconds of latency. Fucking
A lot of that is that Starlink, though, isn't it? That stuff's like crazy.
Yeah. It is. It is Starlink. It is Starlink.
And Starlink is only like $100 a month, which is what I'm paying for DSL.
105 now. And if you're putting it on your RV, it's 125.
Yeah,
in other words,
still,
if you have to move around with it and you want to keep changing your location, 125 a month. Still not a bad deal at all. Huck, I hope your belly's getting better. Have you had Pepto? Have you ever tried Pepto? taxes when I never worked last 2 years. Fuck them. Your city after taxes? Nah, I'd no. I'd go tell them go to hell. I wouldn't give them a dime, not a dime.
I hope Nightingale didn't lose all her connection. She's not even chatting right now.
Yeah, Huck, I'm a Pepto fan myself. That's the first place I go when my stomach starts to feel it. I hope
I'm
you
an
feel better,
Alka-Seltzer
girl.
person.
Oh yeah, my dad was an Alka-Seltzer man.
Yeah.
I never could.
Really?
Just tasted like, yeah, I tried. I couldn't do it.
That bitter. Yeah. I gotta do less water than they call for and chug it.
I don't know, Nightingale. I really don't. But we love having you. You know that, girl. We
You
absolutely
lasted
adore
a long
having you.
time this time before it booted you. See if you come back, it gets longer every time. So if you come back up this next time, you'll probably last 20, 30 minutes.
We gave him billions in government contracts. Not one has been finished. Dude, I got to tell you, in my humble opinion, and this is just me, Elon has done more for our US of A than any, and yeah, we have given him billions,
Yeah.
billions. But he has restored our USA. When I say USA, he has restored
space.
our ability to get to space. Basically, we've been dependent on the weak losers of the world have been dependent on the goddamn Russians to get us off this planet to do anything. And that's not working out for us because they're going to fuck us. They've already been fucking us. So we need our own way to get there. We need a way to get to Mars. We need to advance our own rockets. EV vehicles still charged on fossil fuels.
Right.
You know what?
Yep.
You can't solve everything real quick. Okay. But EV vehicles, I'll give him that. Eventually, yeah. Now, no, not for me. I hate them.
And I got a couple props to give to Elon Musk because
But I ain't done yet. Hold on. I ain't done.
Okay, good.
I ain't done. So he's really done a wonderful job as far as space is concerned. We need to fix our own problems at home before we go into space. I don't disagree with that. I really don't. But to Starlink, not only, if you heard the latest on Starlink and T-Mobile are banding together to where now you're going to have a Starlink phone subscription. In other words,
Nice.
the blank spot is the way of the dodo bird. The dead spot for your cell phone coverage is now the way of the dodo bird. You're getting your shit off of the satellite. And if you're T-Mobile, then you're getting it off of Starlink. Elon Musk and T-Mobile just made this past week, just talked about it. I don't know how they're going to do it, but living in the desert, I'll eat all that I can eat. I swear I will. Yes. Starlink, the heavy lift, what is it? SpaceX? Yeah. He's done some military shit. I don't know if you know that, but he's done some military stuff with Starlink, and he's done a lot of military stuff with SpaceX. Anyway,
launched
and I'll shut
a
up
shitload of stuff for government, military, and stuff like that. If SpaceX didn't exist, the Russians would still be getting those billions of dollars to launch everything for us. And
Pete, I'm right with you, brother. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's and you know, say what you want about the electric vehicles. If you like them, cool. They don't work out here. I don't like them in the rural areas. They'll never work for us.
I don't like them out here. You're right.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they're going to have a place in our society. They will.
They will. Once batteries get better, once you could put more miles on them, charging's quicker. Once we, stuff like that. They just can't forget about fossil fuels. Maybe in 100 years, but definitely not right now.
Look at that.
Now, I see an owl.
Look at that. That's cool. Is that headphones? Is that, what is that? Ninja Turtle headphone, dude? That's so cool.
And one last point, real quick. Say what you want about Tesla, but Tesla is the only pure made in America vehicle right now.
You're right. I'm not sure it's all the only pyramid, and I know some of its
It
parts are Chinese, but
it's like 95%, yeah. But still,
it's a giant damn velociraptor. Yes, is that what it was? That was cool. I like that. Look at
oh
that.
my
She's
bad.
froze up
I
on
thought
us
it
again.
was. Uh-oh.
I'm with you, delivery. If I didn't need my phone to work, I wouldn't have one. You know, I would rely on a landline. I swear I would. People can call me at home, and if they don't get me, they can leave a voicemail. And if it's important, I'll get back to them. And that's just the way that works. I don't answer the phone. I'm sorry. Unless I know you or I know what number you're calling from,
Oh yeah.
voicemail.
I
Voicemail.
now that I'm not taking bids, I don't answer any of them. I had my phone where I took bids where any call coming in, I didn't know. I had to take it. So, doggone
Pigeon
it.
mail carriers. There you go. It's me. Yes, me too. Absolutely. Absolutely, pizza. I would go back to a pigeon carrier. I do kind of like the internet though, and I kind of have to have it to work.
Most of the stuff you were talking about, pizza, I completely agree. But I do think Elon Musk, I think a lot of the hatred is that he's successful. And, hats off to him, man. He's proven the American dream is possible. I got no issue with that. And yeah, sometimes you got to be cutthroat in business.
You
And
do?
so
Or
I
messengers,
don't.
exactly. Horseback messengers. Is that what you're? Yeah. Guys on horseback. What do they call that? Nightingale. I got to tell you, man, she's a real trooper. She's in here killing it. She's a real trooper.
Welcome back.
She's pissed off at somebody, but we're so glad to have you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for
Uh,
coming back to us. That's
I'm
so
a
awesome.
very patient woman, very patient. I know things
You
will
are.
happen.
You are. I would have given up long ago. Long ago. Fuck it.
I can
I'm out of
understand.
here. I'll see you in chat, people. That's all. I would have done that. I swear I would have.
It's annoying as heck, but you know what? I'm going to keep going at least for a little while longer until I get tired. Because
Nice.
right now
Okay,
I'm
well,
I'm
I
still
mean,
winding down.
put up with us as long as you can. That's all I can.
Right.
That's all we can ask.
Okay.
Pizza. I think I'm paying 105 a month for internet. Lower her bill or upgrade her shit. Yes, they do. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Are you still there? Yeah. Okay. As long as you looked up, then I know you haven't frozen. Because normally we get the exactly.
See movement? I'm still here.
So
Oh,
yeah, I
wow.
mean I'm telling you, the rural internet gives you options on where you live, where you work, where you do your thing, where you want to do your thing anymore. And people are taking those options. People are leaving large metropolitan areas. Uh, that's almost $1,000 a year for me. That's kind of fucked, dude. Yeah, that is $1,000 a year. Mine's a little over $1,000 a year, closer to 1,500 a year, I believe. Worth it.
I think
Worth
I pay
every
about
dime.
1,200 a year for internet just for DSL. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
she's still
Starlink
there.
would only be $5 a month more. So I'm all for that.
I don't see why you don't want more than one internet. I mean, especially if you live out where I live.
I
Even
I've got my
even
phone. I
if
can
we
hotspot if I needed to.
yes,
I can hotspot.
yep,
Yeah. So
yes, you
I do
can.
have it set. Yep. And
Um,
don't want to do DSL though. Now, if I start working from home at some time within the next several years, I would possibly, but I don't want to. I don't want to have $100 DSL and then 105 Starlink. But now I understand that's your work. You have to have it. So, and if I did that, I would do the same thing. I think so.
well, and you're absolutely right. And the way I look at it is that $1,500 a year is an investment that pays off in a 6-figure salary. So I can't complain. I really can't.
Right. Well, and you could probably write it off, right?
Yeah, but I'd have to have a lot. I'd have to have a lot more write-offs than just $1,200 of DSL for business purposes.
Right.
Basically, my adjusted gross would have to be, I'd have to eat 10% of my ADL, my AGL, for that to be even remotely compatible. No. I spend more in Amazon a year, and I am not shitting you. I spend a lot more in Amazon.
Right.
I do. I can't get DSL out here.
DSL is basically cable internet pizza. I am very, very rural. Very.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It is cable. It's twisted pair digital subscriber line that is so sensitive to environmental issues that you get little to no usable bandwidth, and none of it is ever consistent. But back in the 70s and 80s when it first came out, it was the shit because it was all you could get out in farmland or out in cattle land or out in, wherever you were out, 20 miles, 50 miles, 100 miles outside of the city. It was all you could get. Now it's not all you can get. But if you can get it as part of a multi-route or a route diversity package, then I'd get it.
Seeing
but yeah,
right
pizza,
now,
I'm sorry, I do this shit for a living, so I pass the bits through my teeth, literally.
I right now it's either cell phone, satellite, or DSL, and I'm definitely going to. My contract's been up for a couple of years now for DSL, so I can get out of it without having to pay anything. And as soon as I can, I am switching over to the satellite, but the not Hughes or anything. I mean, I'm switching over to
Starlink.
Yep.
There are 2 other low orbit, low latency satellite Starlink like solutions being built as we speak. Yes.
Oh, being
one of them is Amazon. Amazon is in there swinging with some heavy dollars, putting up their own satellite constellation. No shit. And there's a second one.
Has been with their Blue Horizon. They've been trying to. Now Elon's been beating Bezos, but Bezos is still in the running.
He's still in there swinging though, and he will end up with a low orbit satellite internet solution just like Starlink at a comparable price. Yes. There's another one in there, and I can't remember the name, but it sounds like it's Wise. The word Wise comes to mind.
Right. And that's cool because competition is always good. Keeps the price down.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Are we putting you to sleep, Nightingale?
Oh, no, I'm just multitasking. I'm listening though.
Oh,
she's
and relax.
Church online that's in PA. Yeah, okay. You can do a lot of stuff online. See, and that's where even if it wasn't work, I need the internet connection so that the wife would be happy. For instance, all of our TV comes through the internet. It's all IPTV. All of our phone comes through the internet. So everything that we have literally comes through the internet. All of our communications, entertainment, blah, 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 comes through the internet.
I don't even buy movies anymore. I just download movies and find them online. Yeah.
Everything's a stream. Everything's a stream. Everything's a channel. We managed to get the wifey just the coolest package, $50 for 6 months of 10,000 channels. And I know, right? And I carve out everything that's not UK, everything that's not US, and everything that's not Canada, plus all the 24/7 channels. And then I bolt on our local cameras, and she ends up with a list of about 1,600 channels that she watches on the big screen through the
And
Android box.
they've got a lot of those. I mean, well, even through Amazon, I get some live channels, but they've got like YouTube Red,
Yep. Yep. A
several
lot of live
things.
stream. She watches a lot of ITV1, ITV2, BBC, UK channels that she really digs. E4, I4. Also, there's some Canadian channels that she likes, CBC, CP24, those kinds of things. It just, and we can reach through the internet and get them for about
Huckleberry,
$8.33 a month, which is really cool.
right? Huckleberry, if you've got internet, you can get any of them. You don't have to stick with just Comcast cable. If you've got internet, you can get any of those.
Yep. I can show you where we get our package and show you how to set it up. And I've been an early adopter of these types of things. We get our TV through a company in Singapore.
Oh, nice.
For $8, and I get
I was just gonna
10,000
say.
channels. 10,000 channels plus every movie, fucking 24/7 channel known to man for $8.33 a month.
Right. Now, see, I don't have any live, but God, I don't watch a lot of TV, but but I watch enough to where it keeps me busy. I've got Amazon, Netflix, I've got Disney, I've got Peacock, I've got a lot, and then the free ones that they've got also. So yeah, there's
like
plenty there.
I don't watch any TV, none.
Yeah.
I'm an enabler. Yes, every sports possible is on these channels. I kid you not. Every sports event, not only in the US, but in Canada, in the UK, and in Europe, every sporting event you'll ever see anywhere is in the channels. I'm like you. I don't watch this shit at all, ever. But I set it up for the wife. She loves it.
And I don't watch any of the new stuff, but I'll go back and, well, you know me with Star Trek and Stargate. I've got those memorized because I watch the seasons over and over on all of them. So I just, the older shows like that, I
keep my own libraries. I have a library of stuff I like to see. For instance, I have every episode ever made except for the recent season of How the Universe Was Made, because I love that show. Two Broke Girls. There were 6 seasons there. I got every episode ever made. I love that show. Absolutely. So things that I like, I'll steal them. I'll steal them
and
and
I'll
hold
watch
my
them
own
over
copy.
and over.
Over
and I'll
and
just watch
over
them
and over 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 and over.
You talk about how the universe is made. I like that show too, but I actually like the How It's Made series on its own.
Do you know that there are 27 seasons of that?
Oh my gosh. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
I'm trying to own every one of those. And they're ongoing. They're building up. So there'll be a 28 season, 29 season. That show, I absolutely love it. I do exactly the same thing. I steal every one of them I can get my hands on.
Yep. And the just watching the production of something, especially when it goes from raw material to a finished product. And I don't care how small it is or how minute, somebody thinks it is. It's an interesting process to watch.
It is. It is. My niece's husband loves IPTV and loves the subscription because, for one reason and one reason only, he lives in Colorado Springs, and the Denver Nuggets team basketball, I think it is. Yeah, Denver Nuggets basketball team has been on strike, having to do with the local media market, and so he can't get any of the local Denver Nuggets games on anything Comcast, AT&T, Verizon, none of that. But He gets every one of them in IPTV because they come from overseas. So he gets all of them, every one of them.
Nice. Now, see, I'm not a big basketball fan, not Nuggets, but now I bleed orange and blue. I am a major Broncos fan. I like my
Okay.
Broncos. I like my Avalanche for hockey, Rockies for baseball.
That's the thing about IPTV is if you have a sports team, if you got a thing, like wifey likes to watch both the Capitals hockey and the Maple Leafs hockey. And with IPTV, she gets all of the NHL that she wants. As a matter of fact, she makes me cut out everything except NHL. So I have to cut out basketball, baseball, football, soccer. I cut out thousands of sports channels for her so that she can just see the hockey.
If you ever think about it, if you would send me a link on the text, that would be awesome because I would like to be able to watch Broncos games. A lot of them anymore, it's hard to watch them because I don't get local channels.
Seconds.
Oh, right on.
IPTV.
I wasn't sure if I figured everybody could hear my crinkling bottles. I've been drinking bottled water. I sweat out so much, I got to catch up at night to try to get myself rehydrated to start over in the morning.
IPTVtune.com.
IPT Tune? T-O-O-N or T-U-N-E?
No. T-U-N-E.
Okay.
IPTVtune.com. Let's see. Slow. Fuck, is it slow? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody else is into football here, but we got Russell Wilson this year. I'm excited for the Broncos.
Yeah, okay. That's it. IPTVtune.com. That's where you want to go.
Nice.
1 month is that. 90 days is that. 6 months is that. A year is that. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we may need to go to it a year next time.
I do monthly on everything because I did yearly on Amazon once. They turned around 3 months later and charged my card again for another yearly fee. So now I just do monthly on everything.
I feel you, brother. I'm exactly the same way. But at the same time, what I've started doing is I'll try a monthly, then I'll try another monthly. And if everything works out and does what I want it to do, then I'll bump it up to a 3 month. And then I'll bump it up to a 6 month. And then, we've had 2 6-month subscriptions. And it's done really well. So I can't complain.
Nice.
And 6 months at $50 versus 12 months at $80 is a substantial savings.
Right. Well, and God, I think you end up saving like something like 30 or 40% if you do the yearly through Amazon.
So, I mean, it's all in what you want. It's all in what you want. But
it just works for me.
This particular provider has worked out for us over the span of the last at least 12 months.
Nice.
And we're pretty pleased with them.
Nice.
Matter of fact, I think we just re-upped, renewed.
Right on. I like the idea of being able to pick which games I watch to where I don't have to watch all of them. I can just pick the ones I want to watch.
Well, I mean, you can even pick channels. So you don't have to watch 10,000 channels. Jesus, I couldn't watch 10,000 channels.
Nope.
But I can watch the wife can watch 1,600 channels of interesting stuff that she wants to see. So
Nice. Nice.
that works. What
The
else?
the funny thing about it, the Broncos are like gaining a lot of fans because the Russell Wilson is very religious and openly religious. So with football, how football has been with religion lately. And so they've actually gained fans just on that, which is a little different.
Yeah,
But
football's been patently anti-religion.
yeah.
Meme war, meme war, meme war, meme war.
And he doesn't back down. He talks about his religious side, and he doesn't care what people think. And he's a popular player.
Well, I applaud anybody that sticks by their guns, especially in today's world.
Yep. Regardless,
I'm the guy that would love. You know what? I hear all these people, all these rhinos, all these Republicans. They're a little soft. They're a little this, but you know me well enough to know that I love a good argument. I will go anyway. I try not to get upset though. It's a balance that I'm achieving here that I haven't yet achieved.
Well, when we used to go back and forth, those were, and even if you go back and look at some of the views, those things had some high views on them, man.
See, you guys help me. You really do. You help me learn how to socialize. For instance, Nightingale. I asked her earlier, how can I tell you you look nice without sounding cringy? And she helps me. She says, just say it the right way. It's how you say it. Trust me, I'm not Mr. People interaction. I'm not Mr. People person. I'm just not. And most of the time I give less than a fuck what people think about me. So with that said, thank you very much for your help, Nightingale. I very much appreciate that.
That's what friends are for.
Exactly. So, now I can learn how to not come off cringy when I tell someone that they look nice.
When you say it wholeheartedly and nice. If someone takes it the wrong way, usually it's upon them.
Yeah, and that's kind of a loaded problem because people tend now to take it not the right way just because they can. Triggered. People like to be all triggered. Oh, you've offended me. How dare you? That's when all of my patience goes off a cliff. We're done.
It entirely depends on how ornery I feel. If I feel pretty ornery, I'll be blunt.
If I wasn't feeling pissy before, I would be feeling pissy then.
Yeah.
That would piss me off. People would, and it's not, no. We're having such a wonderful discussion here, so I need to stop.
And the good thing is, like where I come from, you tell somebody they look nice, they take it as a
Karen,
compliment.
you can't have a hug. See, there's always
in the crowd.
Always one.
Yeah.
There's always one.
Yeah.
Like people at my church, there was like 300 people at my church. You can give them hugs, you can compliment, and no one takes anything like to heart.
Yeah.
So it just depends who you surround yourself with, and you just wish everyone else well as best you can. When you come across ones that get offended, it's not our intention, and so that's why you say it sincerely. What you mean, they take it wrong. It's not our fault. Just wish them well.
Right. Well, it goes back to what you said. If they get offended, it's on them, not on you, unless you're meaning to be offensive.
Yes.
But see, then when they show their offensiveness, then that raises my indignation. And that's always a clash. At least it is for me.
Oh yeah. Well, you all know me. If they get offended, I tend to poke more. I find that nerve, and it's best not to rebuild that nerve, because then if you start being rude, I will keep poking at that nerve.
So yeah, I get pissy the other way, I guess. I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't. I'm working on that.
See,
Yes.
I usually don't get upset. I just start poking that nerve until they get upset at me.
It takes a lot for me to get upset. A lot of it just rolls off my back like a duck, the water going off the back. So I'm just like, oh,
Yep.
I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm sincerely sorry. Like, that's not what I meant. Just continue on, keep the good vibes and the flow going.
Yep. Oh, like even when I'm poking those nerves on people, I've got the same smile I entered the room with. It's not that big of a deal to me. I'm just having fun.
Y'all have that zen, don't you? You have that zen that I don't, just rolls off of me. Just you're right, just rolls off you. I can't do it. Can't do it.
now,
Not capable.
now,
Sorry.
on the other hand, if it's like in person, and I'm very overly protective of family and friends, so I can get very aggravated quickly if somebody's attacking family or friends. I don't do well with that. So on that aspect, I'm probably more like you. The vein starts popping out in the forehead, and then I start getting defensive. but which, yeah, I just get a little overly protective.
That's friends and family. You love them. You don't want them to get hurt by someone who's bullying. So you step
True.
up. You have the words. You have the talent. You defend them. So
Yeah.
that's what I like about you guys. You have the vocabulary, the words to defend and do that. For me, I have to make it roll off.
Do we have the I'm not capable. I don't know. You may be talking about somebody else, but I'm not that guy you're talking about. I don't.
You're a
Other
master of
people may be
vocabulary,
able to.
Don. You're witty.
I may be witty, yeah, but I have a tendency towards the truth, which is a problem for me because, yeah, it's a problem for me. And again, my perception of the truth. I have I've recently started using a discussion method where I just start asking questions and people start answering the questions, and I begin to realize just how liberal and thick they are because they're not seeing their own stupidity and hypocrisy. But what do you do?
That's
You
actually a really good tactic, because usually you can get, just by asking the questions right, you can get people to see the flaw in their argument.
No.
But like you say, there's some people that won't see it.
Nope, not happening. Ain't happening.
But no, I actually like that tactic in
It's good.
arguing
It's good
or debating with people. Yep, because you just, okay then, and then you ask the next question in the series, okay then, and then you ask, and then you just lead them back around there. And if they don't see it, they're never going to see it. But some of them will be like, oh crap, because they'll get themselves in a spot where they figured out that, yeah, it makes no sense what they're arguing.
I don't really sit there. I don't have the patience to sit there and continue to beat that same dead horse continuously in front of, everybody.
Right.
Much less the person that I'm trying to convince. I don't need to convince people that bad. I really don't. The conversion of people from non logical thinking to logical thinking, I'm sorry, I've given up.
Right.
It's not I can't do it. I can't do it, and nobody else seems to want to help me. So I'm just kind of like, okay, that's cool, no problem.
Right. What, and I shouldn't say this, but one of my tactics, and this is why Pat liked me, is I could get it out of people, because I could stay calm and just keep debating, and they would get madder and madder. And the more furious they got, the more they would blurt out that they couldn't hide what they were really thinking anymore, and they blurt it out and everything. And I loved doing that, because it's a way to call out people without actually having to call them out. You just start that and do little things to get them a little aggravated, and then they'll end up displaying it themselves. Shouldn't repeat that because that's that. Yeah. So I won't go into any more tricks.
Don't give away all your secrets.
Yeah. And it's not being deceptive. It's just, just different. Well, I guess in a way it is, but it's just doing different things to get people to reveal their true selves type of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember Hot Rod. Hot Rod was the main one. That's why he despises me now. He comes in sometimes those ace of spades and stuff. That boy despises me because I finally got him to admit that he couldn't stand Trump, and he would always come in pretending to be a Trump supporter and this and that. And he was so for a left socialist, it was bad. And I finally got him to reveal it. And yep, now that guy hates me. He shows up sometimes still as most hated.
So if dude is a liberal, whether he says he's a liberal or not, if
Right.
dude's a liberal, then why do you feel the need to convince dude he's a liberal?
Not him. With these chats, when I first came in, I would call people out, and then these chats would get a lot of people would get defensive. So I got to the point where I would talk to the person and kind of pretend like I believed too that he wasn't, and then start kind of feeding that side of it a little bit, and then get them to admit it, so it showed everybody that we had somebody in there that was just causing issues. They weren't there to really talk. They were there to cause issues. So when they would start something, that way people, would believe their own eyes. They didn't have to believe me. Make sense?
Makes perfect sense. It just incorporates things that I don't really understand or have a huge grasp of, like the need to convince the crowd that X person is bad or bad for them or saying bad things. I guess that for me is a new thing because I just slit his throat and move on. I got nothing for it. So, but okay, it's an effort. I guess it's an effort in persuasion, and how
Yeah.
to articulate or better articulate your argument versus the dickhead's argument.
Right.
But that's when LTS starts to kick in. I have this really, the stupidity starts to turn into hypocrisy, and I'm sorry, I throw my hands up and walk off. I don't have the patience for it. I don't.
Right. And I get that. I'm getting less patience.
And the older I get, the less patient I get about it. That's called curmudgeony, I think. Curmudgeony. Like what's his name with the ventriloquist. You know who I'm talking about. Nightingale brought him up earlier, I think. Who?
Jeff Dunham.
Jeff Dunham. Yep.
Dunham, exactly. With old guy there. I'm old guy.
Walter.
Look,
Walter.
I got Walter all over me. Okay. I am Walter.
Dude, you are Walter. I never realized that. You are Walter.
Yeah, you are Walter. Totally.
So me and Wall, I'm totally Walter. I am.
That's awesome.
All right, gentlemen. I think I'm gonna call it a night, you guys. I'm starting to get tired. I have church in the morning. I have to go early. So this was nice.
Yes, ma'am. Understand. Thank you very much for joining us. We've enjoyed having you immensely.
Well, I enjoyed coming back on, and next time, hopefully, it'll be me and Huckleberry. So we'll bring the ladies slow.
And you guys drive the chat and everything else. That'd be wonderful. It would.
Oh, and she locked up again.
I think we just lost her again. Yep. Okay.
Well, Nightingale, take care and thank you again. And I guess I'll go till the top of the hour. That work for you?
Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that. That sounds good.
Right on.
You can't handle the truth.
Some people though, like how you are blunt and do it. Some people you have to be that way. If you're not blunt, they will not see it. So I get completely where you're coming from there.
That's where I guess that's where you and I differ because you need for them to see it and I don't.
Right.
I just don't. I don't
And I
need.
get that.
I'm confident enough in my position and its correctness to where I can move freely forward with just about any argument or just about any situation I need to. And if people want to start arguing about it, they can either, well, it's not like they're going to get
No,
in the way because they're
I
not.
got you.
So I'm going to continue to do my thing. And they can continue to argue all they want about it. That's
Yep.
fine.
I guess I in a way I hope to get somebody to see the light, but I know not everybody will. The metaphorical light, you know what I mean? To see the error of their argument or whatever, but I know not everybody.
So there's one thing that I've
Hopefully.
learned. There's one thing that I've learned in life. People that are stupid, they don't know they're stupid. They don't.
I actually, it's kind of ironic because most people that are pretty intelligent won't acknowledge it or don't really know it. But people that are stupid think they're the most intelligent person in the world. Have you ever?
Yeah, I've
Yep.
seen that. Yep.
Yep.
So, Pete, like I said, people that are stupid don't know they're stupid, but people that are
Yep.
not stupid do know they're stupid.
Yep. And we, yeah. There's no if that's like know-it-alls. If there's a know-it-all, and I'm sure you've run into them at your job. I've run into them at my job, and those know-it-alls. Yeah, I feel bad for them the day they realize they don't know near as much as they think they do, no matter how smart they are.
See, Sheriff knows. Hector knows. Stupidity doesn't recognize stupidity. I've never heard it put like that, but I like that. I like that. He's right. Stupid people don't know they're stupid. That took me a long time to realize that. And it's
I
not
guess
something you can just, say out in public, hey, you're a stupid person and you're not going to realize just how stupid you are. Can't tell the
they're
people around them that, but,
truth in the ignorance is bliss, huh?
must be. I can't do it personally. I cannot do it.
Oh, dude, there's so
Um,
much that we don't know in this world that there's no
oh,
way
there's
a person.
tons. There's fucking tons of thousands. There always will be.
Yep.
I don't regret a chance to say goodbye. Knocked me off. We love you.
Yeah.
And yeah, we
That
have missed you immensely. You're right, Hawk.
yes. Don't be a stranger, especially on panel. We need more of the girls to come up here, and you're leading the way, so that
Mr.
helps.
Exploder, Mr. Florida
Florida.
Exploder. Watch,
I
he's gonna
swear.
circle the
Oh,
drain.
yeah.
I
He
blame
always
the
shows up
Dems.
when I'm getting
Absolutely.
ready to shut down.
Yeah, he does. He's a late night. He's a night owl. He's like the Colonel.
Right.
Colonel gets up
Right.
at what 6 a.m. his time on weekdays,
Yep.
which is what 8, 10, 12 p.m. our time, 10
Like,
p.m. our time.
yeah, 10 my time, I think, usually. I think I'm an hour ahead of you, right? You're just coming up on 11.
I'm just coming up on 11. Yes, I'm Pacific
Yeah.
time.
And I'm coming up on midnight.
Well, we lost Mr. Florida.
Yeah. Shoot.
Lots
I know
of
he has
love to
issues.
me amigos. Yep. We'll see you next time, man.
You ought to come back tomorrow. We ought to start doing that Sunday for the girls again.
You want to start a ladies' night?
I think that worked out well. It only happened a few times, but get Kim, Nightingale, Mrs. Dawn, Huckleberry. I think that'd work out good.
Mr. Florida Exploder has joined us.
How you doing,
Hello,
Florida?
Mr. Exploder. Can you hear us? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Put a shirt on.
Oh, your camera's
Can
on.
you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Good news is he's got shorts on, so that's a plus.
No Debbie Downers. Dude,
Hello.
put a shirt on. Can you hear us?
How's it going, man?
Can you hear me now?
Good.
All right. What is up, brother? So you have 10 minutes before Sing's going to shut things down.
Yeah.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a tear. Dum, 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 dum. Done, sing, Florida chat. Keep the love and the faith going. Till next time. Yes, ma'am. We'll
Absolutely.
be here next time. We'll try this again. Have your people call my people. We'll do the lunch thing.
Yeah, Florida, you showed up just in time because I'm getting ready to shut her down here at midnight my time. Sorry, man.
I knew that.
Florida, how you been, sir?
I just
Tell us
wanted
what's
to
going
interrupt
on.
you guys one time.
No. We love seeing you. Tell us what's going on in
Absolutely.
your world. Tell us what's hip, what's happening. How hot is it in Florida? Any other raids on Mar-a-Lago?
Well,
Why ain't you
won't be the
down there
first
helping
time
our
I ever
boy
been
out?
kicked out of someplace.
Why ain't you down there in Mar-a-Lago helping our boy out? Any more raids going on down there?
You guys see all the redactions in the oh, not the warrant, the affidavit.
Ah, God, no, please. And the judge has said he's going to need a clean, so they're going to have to unredact all that shit, which is going to be cool. I try not to track it though. I
Yeah,
really don't,
I've
because
been
listen, if I tracked all that shit, I'd be a mess. I'd be a fucking drama queen mess. So it ain't
I've
worth
been
it to me.
purposely avoiding a lot of the news. I'm just ready for the election, go out, put my vote in, and go from there.
Now, don't
I'm
get me
waiting on
wrong.
the first one to
I
come
send
through that
Don
door.
and Don Jr. and various and sundry conservatives cash. I do. What? What? Most hated what? Dabbing. Let's all dab. It's dab time. Dab time.
Most hated is here. I don't see him.
No, I'm hated. I'm
Oh,
Don the hated.
oh.
Don the hated.
I got
Nobody wants to hear what Don has to say. Don, what
you
do you
know,
mean? Don, you're wrong. Don, that's not the way it works. Don.
this year I haven't had as much extra cash, so I haven't donated as much. But there for a few years, man, I was donating pretty heavily to different things. But then I got to where the the Republican committee or whatever kept, and I was sending money there, but they were sponsoring. Yeah, they didn't seem to be really helping Trump candidates out much, and I was more for the Trump candidates. So I was trying to find individuals to donate to.
Well, you just got to stay with the Trump theme. So stay on Trump's list. If you're not on his list, then I'll be happy to send you his thing. But brother, trust me when I say I'm giving enough money for you, me, Florida, Huckleberry, Sheriff Hector,
Nice.
Nightingale, and all of their friends.
Yep. And I still got the link to donate for him because I was donating to
I go
his
straight
campaign.
Trump and Trump Jr. Trump Jr. is where I pretty much put most of my money. He tells me what I need to do.
Now
But
I
that
haven't
keeps
seen
me
Trump
out
Jr.
of the that keeps me out of the Mitch McConnell Senate
Right.
conservative dirt bags that I don't want to play with, like Murkowski. I don't get emails from Murkowski in fucking Alaska. Why? Because she's a goddamn rhino.
Right. And
But I tracked very heavily what's her name in Wyoming that against Cheney. So and I contributed to her.
nice. And the GOP gets pushy, man, and they get kind of, you know, like it's if you don't donate, it'll be all your fault type stuff. You know, not directly saying that, but it's
Yeah,
like,
and you gotta know, you gotta learn to tell them no.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry,
and
no, I don't have the time for you today.
yeah,
No, that ain't important. No, abortion ain't going. I mean, dude, they come out with some fucking doozies too. Oh yeah, the Dems are going to take abortion back, and every baby in the world is going to be aborted from now until the end of time.
right,
And that's
right.
what they want you to think. And here, send us
Yep.
$100.
Yep. But
Whereas Don
but
Jr.
they don't
says,
do that.
here's a ball cap. Send me $20. I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, that's cool. For $20 and a ball cap, I can do that.
And on Trump's, when they would do theirs, they'd send a message out that say, you know, this is what we're trying for. If you still support us, we would enjoy your support. That's it. So that's, you know, that's cool. They're not giving you a
I
guilt trip.
like
They're not.
to go out to targeted places. Like, for instance, the young lady in Wyoming who just knocked Cheney out of the fucking park.
Right.
I sent her $100. Why? Because she needs it.
Yeah.
And the Senate and the various other normal GOP conservative types of fundings are not going to be available to her. So I need to send her a few bucks. It's just really that simple.
That should tell where their mindset was. They were still supporting Cheney.
Exactly. There's a local guy here in my district that was just recently elected and is a conservative Republican, and so I need to go out and meet him, literally, and send him some cash.
Nice.
So I mean, I'm doing it selectively. It just selectively. It really is.
Yeah.
But Don and Don Jr. is they got a handle on what's going on in Make America Great Again and the candidates that fall up in that. Anyway.
Well, the GOP supported a guy named Joe Adai here in Colorado for the Republican candidacy, and Trump supported the other guy. Well, the GOP was putting a lot of money into Adai. He won the primary, which ticked me off, and so it doesn't matter right now in Colorado. Even if we get the Republican, we're getting an establishment person. So it's kind of, I mean, I'll still vote for the Republican.
Well, then it's time. You can support him, but you cannot send him money. I mean, you can be not against him, but if you want him to do your bidding, you got to get up in his grill and tell him he needs to do your shit.
Right.
That's the way I'm talking to my guy over here. I'm like, listen, here's my expectations. He's like, I'm online with all of that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So if you've got one, even if he's a rhino, you got to get up in his grill and tell him, nope, that shit ain't flying no more. That's not going to happen. We got your number on that. So if that's the way you want to play it, I'll just buy the other guy's fucking tickets. It's just really that simple. You won't get a dime. And I have money to give. So if you don't want any of it, that's cool. But here's the rules to it. Here's the rules to admission. You got to let them know. Sorry.
No,
Yeah, I'm
I
a prick
agree.
about that.
Actually, I was just gonna say, if you're all good for the night, I might shut her down right at the top of the hour. Florida, thanks for stopping by. Don, pleasure as always. And we will chat with y'all later if that works.
Florida, thank you. Sing, thank you. Chat, thank
Take it
you.
easy.
Huck, Nightingale, Sheriff, all you lurky McLurk heads out there lurking in Lurkland.
Definitely. Thank you, chat.
Hawk, always good, brother.
I'm gonna try to see.
Toodle me
I'm
toodle.
not-
Take care, Florida. Take care, Don. We'll see you guys later.
Right on. Later.